today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the New England Patriots versus Baker Mayfield and the Miami Dolphins.
On a warm and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his third season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a 2-time walk-on, who later became a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
4 yards. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his third season now from Louisville, it's Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is the ability to be accurate from the pocket.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Partner, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson from the shotgun.
1-yard line.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Miami.
From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Tanyan, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown.
Jackson.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7-0.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. They go play action with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 22.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball word.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonathan Taylor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change them?
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Complete to Cortland.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
10 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Dolphins.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield on first down. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield with it once more. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A 39-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC East matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And at halftime, it's the Bills who are out on top. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Corey Davis, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game all even as they host the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Play action. It's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They run with Taylor, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up, and that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A pass there complete to Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Complete to Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First down, Dolphins.
Back to Mixon on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's the end of
Back now in Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
11 on the play. First down, Miami.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop it.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball sits on the 12, 3rd and goal. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
He's tackled at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, that one complete to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Miami set to take over, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Miami.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Mayfield off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Pats, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.